Welcome, everybody. Welcome indeed to Villainous. I'm Michael Murphy. I will be representing the indefatigable Gaston, and I have but 8 obstacles between me and Fair Belle, and I'm going to remove those obstacles that she and I can finally be together.
And I'm Omari Akil, aka Akiliverse. I'm going to be playing Cruella Deville. And my goal is to capture 99 puppies. And you'll watch me do it. Ready?
Let's begin. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do first? What do I want to do? I'm going to move Gaston to the woods. Let's start off in the woods where I like to spend my days and nights. And I'm going to collect 2 power. And then I will perform a fate action or have Cruella deal with Cruella's fate. Let's see what we have.
We have Twilight Bark. Choose and play a hero from Cruella's fate discard pile, which I have none, or remove up to 2 puppy tokens from one location and return them to the face-up supply, which I also have none.
Dang, I'll take the second just to keep puppies even further away from you. I will also discard some cards, so that will finish my turn, and you may proceed while I decide what of these cards I do not wish to keep.
Excellent. I am going to go to the countryside, collect 3 power, and I'm going to be playing 2 cards. One, my favorite, Jasper, is going to join me in the countryside for 3 power. And my last power I'm going to use to play Spotted and reveal 2 puppy tokens from the supply. And I have revealed 11 puppies at the Radcliffe House and 11 puppies at Hell Hall. And it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to move to the tavern and collect 2 more power, bringing me up to 4 power, and then I will play a card. I'm going to play Intimidating, which will allow me to reveal cards from the top of my villain deck until I reveal an ally and place that ally into my hand, discarding the rest of the cards. So let's see who I get. I have got myself one of my wolves, my noble, trusty wolves. And I don't have any cards to activate. I played a card and no one to vanquish, so it is your turn.
Okay, I'm moving to the milk farm. I'm going to get 1 power. I am also going to play the Devil Take It. Choose an item or effect from your discard pile and put it into your hand. I'm going to take that Spotted card back and do some fate. Let's see what Gaston has in store.
Oh, what is Gaston? What must I deal with? I have revealed It Is You and Massaging My Feet. So It Is You replaces 1 obstacle in each location. I haven't managed to remove any, and Massaging My Feet replaces 2 obstacles, of which neither have been removed, but Gaston wouldn't mind a massage.
I might as well massage your feet.
Yes.
Go for it.
Wonderful.
And lastly, I'll just discard cards.
Okay.
Your turn.
I am going to move to Beast's Castle and collect 1 power, bringing me up to 4 power. I forgot to mention that my Intimidating costs 1 power. I can play a card. I'm going to play my wolves, my first wolves. I'll play them to the castle for 1 power to give me a bit of strength in case Beast decides to show up. And I will bring fate upon Cruella Deville.
Oh, not again.
Yes, always.
All right. You have choices. We have the Colonel. When the Colonel is played, you may move a hero to any location. It's a 3-power hero you can place.
Okay.
And Reckless Driving, discard an item from Cruella Deville's realm, which I don't believe I have any items.
You don't have any items, and you don't have any heroes against you yet. So,
but you can play the Colonel onto one of the locations.
I see. Beautiful. Oh, I will play the Colonel where you have Jasper, if that's all right.
Well, you got it.
Perfect. Haha. You must deal Jasper now, Cruella. And that should be the end of my turn. So it is you.
Hey, that was unfortunate. I am going to move back to the countryside, get 3 power, and play a single card this time. I am going to play the Fireplace Poker on to Jasper for 1 power.
Nicely done.
And sadly, that ends my turn.
All right. I will move to the woods. I'm going to go to the woods, and I'm going to collect 2 power, bringing me up to 5 total. And then I am going to play a card. I'm going to play for 2 power. I'm going to play an ally. I'm going to play my most trusted ally, LeFou. LeFou is always I can count on LeFou. And I'll place LeFou to Beast's Castle. And LeFou has the awesome ability that when I perform a vanquish action at LeFou's location, all allies are returned to my hand instead of discard pile. So it'll help me keep my wolves around. So I played that, and then Cruella Deville must deal with fate once again.
Oh my goodness.
Always.
All right. We have Captain. When Captain is played, you may move an ally from his location to an adjacent location.
Okay.
Or Reckless Driving, discard an item from Cruella Deville's realm.
Well, I do believe that fireplace pokers are a danger, and we should probably remove that from your, you call it an ally, seems more like a henchman. Jasper shouldn't have that around.
Fine. Goodbye, fireplace poker.
Okay, and that is going to end my turn. I'll end by discarding some cards.
I am going to take a trip to Hell Hall. Get 1 power. I'm going to play. I'm gonna play Spotted once again to reveal 2 puppy tokens. And I found a 11 puppies at the milk farm and 11 at the countryside. Not quite what I wanted. I'm gonna move 1 card. I'm gonna move Jasper to the milk farm. And I'm going to discard. That ends my turn.
Question, does that mean you've done 4 actions?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Wonderful. That reminds me about how beautiful I am. I'm going to play Beautiful as Me, a condition card. If another player takes 4 or more actions, I may play Beautiful as Me and remove 1 obstacle token. I will remove an obstacle from the tavern. Just caught myself looking in a mirror and thought, that's 1 less thing to worry about. Ha ha ha. All right. I'm going to move to Belle's house. I'm going to go knocking around Belle's house and collect 1 power. And then I am going to play Swoon for 1 power. So Swoon makes me replace 1 obstacle, so that obstacle from the tavern will go back on. However, I can now gain 3 power or draw 3 cards. I'm going to draw 3 cards to give myself some wonderful options. And then I will be done. You may proceed. I removed it from the tavern, then replaced it to the tavern. So it'll be all told 8 obstacles still out.
Interesting. I'm going to move to the milk farm. Once again, collect 1 power. I'm going to play. Tricky. I'm going to play the telephone at Hell Hall. I'm also. I think actually that's going to be it.
Okay.
Yep. Do you want to discard? Your turn.
Gaston is going to return to the woods to collect 2 power. And then I am going to play Come Into the Light for 3 power. So it's expensive, but I may remove 2 obstacles from a single location. So I will remove both obstacles from the tavern to completely clear the tavern. It's my home base. It's where I wish to be. I don't want to have any obstacles there between me and my people. And then I will have Cruella deal with some nasty fate.
Again.
Always.
Flew the coop. Choose 1 captured puppy token and return it face up to the sly. Sadly, I haven't done that
You're
yet.
close, though.
Or Pongo. Puppy tokens cannot be captured at this location.
I think
a hero.
Pongo should visit wherever Jasper is there. I think that seems like
the
a
milk
great
farm
place. The milk farm, Pongo loves it there. That's what I heard.
Quite unfortunate. Alrighty then. I am going to go to the Radcliffe house. First, let's see what Gaston's fate has in store.
Ooh. Gaston must deal with Be Our Guest and Saving My Life. So, Be Our Guest says to find a hero in the fate discard pile and play them to any location. I don't have any heroes at the moment, just effects. And then Saving My Life replaces all obstacles in a single location, which I just completely cleared the tavern. So you probably don't want that.
Definitely be my guest.
Oh, Gaston's always having people save lives, and I will replace both obstacles at the tavern. Poor Gaston.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I am going to continue my turn by vanquishing Pongo, which unfortunately removes Jasper and Pongo from the board. And for my activation, I am going to spend 1 power to use the telephone to bring Jasper back to the milk farm.
Well
and
done.
I'm going to play 1 puppy card. Or sorry, 1 card. I'm going to play Flashlight for 1 power at the Radcliffe house, which allows me to get puppies and put them in locations. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm going to return to the tavern and collect 2 more power. And then I'm going to play Come Into the Light once again, which will cost 3 more power since it was undone. And I'll remove 2 obstacles. I'll remove 2 obstacles from the woods this time. Maybe I'll have better luck in the woods. So I will do that. Don't have any cards to activate, nor do I have anyone to vanquish. So I am done. And I will draw cards.
Let's go back to Hell Hall. I am going to activate the flashlight for 1. And that's going to let me choose a puppy token from the supply, add it to a special location. We're going to add 11 puppies to the milk farm. I'm going to also play a card. And I'll play another flashlight. This one in the countryside. Just in case something happens and makes that card go away. And for the last, I'm going to discard.
Okay. I will move Gaston to the woods once again and collect 2 power. I will. I will have Cruella deal with some hopefully very nasty fate. I'd love it if some terrible things happen to Cruella Deville. Let's see.
There's Anita and Roger. When a puppy token from the supply would be added to this location, return it face up to the supply. Or Twilight Bark, choose and play a hero from Cruella Fate's discard pile, which currently has Pongo and the captain.
Does let us let's have Pongo come back. Pongo is tricky in that way. You never quite get rid of him. I think Pongo should go to back to the milk farm. That seems nice. I
interesting.
How much Pongo loves it there.
Very, very, very interesting.
And that's
at the end of your turn.
It will be the end of my turn. I'm just going to discard some cards.
All right. I'll be going back to the Radcliffe house. And yet again, Jasper is going to vanquish Pongo from this location. I am going to play 1 card. Oh no, I am out of power. Oh, but I can play 1 card called I Live for Furs, which is 0 power and gives me 1 power for each location that has puppies. So I'll take 1 power for that. And we're going to go ahead and activate the telephone once more to put Jasper back in my hand or back at the milk farm. And now it's time for Gaston's fate.
Oh, fate is always befalling me. I have found Maurice's invention and the rose. So Maurice's invention, all allies in the same location as Maurice's invention lose 1 strength. So I would hamper my wolves in LeFou. Or we have the rose, play the other fate card you have drawn, discard the rose, and pick 2 more fate cards, play 1, and you have to help me remove an obstacle. Or rather, I'll help myself, I suppose. So the rose will allow Maurice's invention and another card to come out at the cost of 1 obstacle.
I think that contraption should disrupt your wolves and LeFou.
Fine. To Beast Castle with you, Maurice's invention. Darn.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Oh, I just do not love that at all. Let us go to the tavern and collect 2 power. Need to power up. I will spend 2 power, that 2 power I just gained, to play Temper, which allows me to remove an obstacle. The beast is a temperamental foe. And I'll remove 1 obstacle from the tavern. And that will be my turn.
Okay. I'm going to move back to Hell Hall, get 1 power. I'm also going to play the card Spotted and reveal up to 2 puppy tokens from the supply. Big money, no whammies. All right, there's a 22 puppies at the Radcliffe house and 11 puppies at the Radcliffe house.
Ooh.
And I'm going to activate Flashlight for 1 power and place. Oh, that one's free, actually. Great. And bring the 22 puppies to the Radcliffe house.
Beautiful.
And then I'm going to move. Am I going to move Jasper? No, I'll leave Jasper where they are. And that's it. I'm discarding to end my turn.
I am going to the woods. I will collect 2 power, and I will spend 4 power, 4 big power to play 5 dozen eggs. You know, you see 5 dozen eggs when I was young to get large, and this will add +2 strength to an ally. I will attach it to LeFou, bringing LeFou to 4 strength total. And then Cruella must deal with fate once again.
What do we have here?
What indeed?
Flew the coop. Choose 1 captured puppy token and return it face up to the supply, which I have none yet, unfortunately. Or the nanny. The cost to activate allies and items at this location is increased by 1 power.
Ooh, let's place that maybe where the telephone is. That might be nice. Make it a little more expensive just to bring back your friends. All right, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to discard some cards.
All right. We are going to move to the Radcliffe house. Oh, it's quite unfortunate. Actually, I'm going to move to the countryside. It's going to get me 3 power. I'm going to play whatever it takes, which lets me perform a hero action that is covered by a hero at my location. So that's going to open that up for me. So I'm going to play here, puppies. I'm going to play an additional card. And that allows me to choose a puppy token from the supply and move it to the specified location. I'm going to bring that to the Radcliffe house. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
You have 5 minutes remaining.
Most evil announcement. I love it.
Most evil.
I'm going to return to the tavern and collect 2 power. And I'm going to play a card called Take Me Instead. Now, this doesn't cost any power, which is nice. And this allows me to reveal cards from my fate deck until I find a hero and play that hero to Beast Castle and remove 1 obstacle. I will remove an obstacle from the tavern to clear out the tavern. And then I have drawn Cogsworth from my fate deck, and they will go to Beast Castle. And Cogsworth allows all heroes in Cogsworth location to gain +1 strength. So if more heroes arrive, I will have quite a handful. And that, I can do a Vanquish action. Oh, it's too much. It's too strong. That's going to be it for now. I'm going to leave it there.
Okay. I'm going to go to the Radcliffe house. That is going to allow me to play a card. I'm going to play You Idiots. Move an ally to your location, or choose 1 in the discard pile and bring it. I'm going to bring good old Jasper over to the Radcliffe house, and I'm going to activate Jasper for 1 power and capture up to 2 puppy tokens. Gorgeous little puppies with their fresh white and black spots. I'm going to capture 2 of them. That's equals to 33 puppies. Oh, lovely. And let's see what happens to Gaston's fate.
What is Gaston going to deal with? Either Lumiere or Magic Mirror. So Lumiere, when Lumiere is played, I may move a hero to a new location. Or Magic Mirror, find and play Beast. Shuffle the Fate discard pile, including Magic Mirror, back into the Fate deck.
Ooh. I think it's going to be Lumiere.
Lumiere. Okay. And would you like to move them to Beast Castle, or where shall I have to deal with this pesky candelabra?
At Belle's house.
At Belle's house. Be our guest indeed. Oh, all right. I'm scared. I am going to move to the woods and gain 2 power. And then I will play some wolves for 1 power to Beast Castle. And wolves get +1 strength for every wolf in play. And then Cruella must deal with your fate once again.
We have We're Labradors. Remove up to 2 puppy tokens from 1 location and return them face up to the supply. Or Perdita. When Perdita is played, you may choose 1 captured puppy and add it to her location.
Ooh, I think you should remove some of those puppy tokens you received recently.
That would be Perdita.
Perdita.
Yeah. Where would you like to go?
Let's go where the nanny is, or the maid, I'm sorry.
Nanny is
on the far right.
in Hell Hall. And
in Hell Hall it is.
Which token or which puppies would you like to bring? I'm guessing the 22 from the
22 seems
house.
it's just a great number is all.
You're not wrong.
That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Which means, unfortunately, that I'm going to have to go to Hell Hall, get 1 power. We're going to play 1 card for 2 power, and it's bought and paid for. Capture 1 puppy token from Cruella Deville's location. Ooh. That's mine. Give me that. And I will discard.
Time is up! You must count your power tokens and the cost of your current cards that cost to activate power for your total.
My total power and then cost of cards is 12.
I have 7.
Ha! Ha, ha.
The winner is Gaston.
How good. Yes. Well, that is it for us. Stay tuned, my friends, for there is another clash of great villains just ahead to come.
Enjoy.
Welcome back. My name is Kelsey DeRozier. I am Gen Con's community manager, and I will be playing Maleficent today. My objective is to start with a curse in each location on my board.
All right. My name is Nick Murphy, and I'll be playing the majestic Scar. My hair is down, ready to go, very lion-like. And I am going to be trying to have 15 total strength in my succession pile. So I have to defeat enemies up to 15 total strength. If I do that, I will win.
I do have one thing to show off before we begin our match today, and that is the beautiful trophy that our winner will take home from this tournament, which is this backwards skeleton man. And the winner will be the most villainous of them all.
That's so cool.
Backward skeleton. Who will claim him? It's probably me.
Probably. Maleficent's like the one of the most evil, of course.
Why don't you go first?
All right. So go ahead and go here. So first I'll start with no power. So I am going to first, as Scar, going to prowl on over to the elephant graveyard, which will give me 3 power. And then I will I can play 2 cards. I'm gonna spend 1 power to play Long Live the King. I can reveal the top 4 cards of my fate deck, and I can play 1 hero and then discard the rest. So what I'm trying to do is Scar is trying to find Mufasa. I cannot start my succession pile until I find and defeat Mufasa, because for me to ascend to the throne, I have to first defeat the other king. So unfortunately, I did not get Mufasa. But I am going to play, I'll play Zazu. I'll play Zazu at, let's play Zazu at the Gorge.
Just flying around out there?
Yeah, just flying around, just trying to figure out what's even going on. Zazu is, he seems real smart, but he's not got a lot going on. And I'm going to pay my last 2 power to play Hungry Hyena, and I'm going to play Hungry Hyenas also at the Gorge. And then I can discard some of my hand. I'm not going to discard anything. And that's going to be the end of Scar's turn.
Excellent. Well, I gain 1 power for being the second player to go, and I am going to move Maleficent to the forest. And at the forest, I will gain 3 power. And I think I will play my very first curse.
Oh, no.
Yes, I think I'm going to go put a curse, a dreamless sleep, on Briar Rose's cottage.
Oh, okay.
Which costs 3 power to play. And then after that, I am going to play the effect Vanish, which costs no power. And it allows me to stay at my spot, and I don't have to move to a new location at the beginning of my next turn.
That's nice.
It is very nice.
That's very nice. I'm not gonna lie, Dreamless Sleep doesn't seem too bad. As far as like curses go, like I like naps, and like
everyone loves a nap, right? I mean, that's all I'm doing to her is giving her a nice nap.
Yeah, I don't think that's that bad. Let's be honest.
It's fine.
It's fine.
And then I think I will discard, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay. I am going to go over to Pride Rock, where eventually I will stand on top of and be king of all. I'm going to get 2 power. I'm going to play another Long Live the King. Long Live the King, which is where I get to look through or draw 4 cards from my fate deck and put 1 hero into play. Come on, Mufasa. Boom. Mufasa. Oh. Mufasa's coming out. Bam. Okay. We're going to put Mufasa at the Elephant Graveyard. Thematically, he should go
to seem like
the
he
goal.
Belongs there.
Right. He's going to end up there, so we might as well. So that was 1 power to play that. I'm going to spend 1 more power, and I'm going to play Be Prepared. And I can discard the top 3 cards of my deck, and I can choose 1 effect or 2 allies from my discard pile to bring into my hand. So hopefully I can get some allies here. Ooh. So I am going to bring Shenzi the Hyena and Stampede, which are 2 allies. I'm going to bring these into my hand because Mufasa is quite strong. And so I need to try and defeat him. And that's the end of my turn.
Very well. Well, with Vanish, I do not have to move from my location, so I will be staying right where I am.
Makes sense.
I will gain 3 more power. And then, you're going to love this move. Are you ready?
Yes. No, probably not.
I'm putting out another curse.
Oh, man.
Yes, I move fast. I like to claim the throne as quickly as possible.
Apparently, I'm moving way too slow.
I will be paying Forest of Thorns in King Stefan's castle. It just needed some new decoration, you know? That costs me 2 power. And I am going to discard 1, and that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. I am going to go to the Savannah, which will give me a power. I mostly am going to here because I want to. I think it's about time a little bit of fate paid.
You don't really need to do that.
I feel like it's time. It's time.
Right.
What do we got?
So you have 2 options. You have guards. When performing a vanquish action to defeat guards, at least 2 allies must be used.
Okay.
And the other one is Sword of Truth. When Sword of Truth is played, attach it to a hero with no other items attached. Seeing as I have no other heroes out, I assume you would like to go for guards.
I guess we'll go with guards then. And let's put them at the location where the Endless Sleep is. I can't remember what that one's called.
Dreamless Sleep at Briar Rose's cottage.
Yes, let's put it there.
Very well. I will just be defeating those guards shortly.
I'm sure, yes. And then I think that is I'm just going to discard a card. And I'll discard actually 2 cards and draw 2 more, and then I am done.
Very well. I will be moving to the Forbidden Mountain. There I will gain 1 power. I will activate, let's see here. I am going to put out a brand new friend of mine. His name is Sinister Goon. And when Sinister Goon gets +1 strength if there are any curses at his location. And for now, I think he is going to go to the forest. He's not going to go to Briar Rose's cottage, because if I put him there, my beautiful curse will go away.
That's right.
And then I think it is about time that I fate you.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. Okay, first up we have Timon. So Timon has 2 strength and will get +2 strength if Pumbaa is in Scar's realm. And we also have, of which he isn't, we have Nala. So when Nala is played, I may move a hero to any location.
I think I will be moving Nala to Pride Rock.
Okay.
And I think Mufasa is going to go with her.
That makes sense. Now, quick rules question. I can't remember. Do I have to defeat both these heroes at one time, or can I do them one at a time?
I believe you can do them one at a time.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so now I got, man.
You got some chunky boys there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of big scary lions. I don't like it. I only have hyenas. They're just mean and dumb. And
well, now it's your turn.
Yeah, all right. Okay, I'm going to go back over to the elephant graveyard, and I am going to get 3 power, which brings me up to 4 here. I can play 2 cards. I'm going to spend 2 power to play Shenzi the hyena to Pride Rock. And then when Shenzi is played, I can play a hyena from my hand for free. So I'm going to play a free hungry hyena, which usually costs 2, but now costs 0. And then, and then I am going to spend 2 more power and play another hungry hyena here. Boom, boom, boom. And
a lot of hyenas.
Yeah, I need a lot. All the Mufasa is stronger than like 10 of my people, so I need to really gang up on him. And then that is going to be it for me. Yes, I played everything at Pride Rock. So yeah. Okay.
I think I am going to go back to the forest. I lied. I'm going to King Stefan's castle. Sorry, Marcus. I'm a liar. And at King Stefan's castle, I am going to gain 1 more power. I am going to be able to activate a card. Let me see. I had an epiphany, a very sad epiphany, is that I cannot move any heroes using her particular board. So I'm just going to have to get rid of that curse. But don't you worry, I have plenty more. So I am going to
all
play
part of the plan.
Cackling Goon at Briar Rose's cottage. And when I do that, Dreamless Sleep does go away. So wakey, wakey, Sleeping Beauty. Don't worry, I'll be back.
No longer dreamless, I guess.
No. And then after that, I think my turn is... Oh, you know what? I can fate you. Let's do that.
Oh,
that's fun.
That's no fun at all. Okay, so first one we have is Rafiki's Stick. So when Rafiki's Stick is played, attach it to a hero. When that hero would be defeated, discard this item instead.
Would you like to get... I don't even need to look at the other one.
Let's look at the other one. The other one's probably better. We have prophecy. Prophecy sounds great. When prophecy is played, attached to a hero and with no other items, that hero gets +3 strength. Both these are great.
Now we're gonna take Rafiki's stick, and you know
And
where
put
that's
it
going.
on Zazu.
No,
Yep,
it's going
makes
exactly
sense.
on Mufasa.
Dang it. That's not great. That's mean. Maleficent, that was mean.
I
don't
know,
like
I love it.
Dang it. Okay. Rafiki always causing problems, man.
I know. And then I believe it is now the start of your turn.
Oh, yeah,
Have
okay.
fun.
Man. Oh gosh. Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go over to the gorge, and I am gonna defeat this stupid stick because I need to. Because I'm Mufasa, and I can't do anything towards my goal until Mufasa's gone, so I have to do it.
What a shame.
What a shame. So I will vanquish this stick. I'm going to use both my hungry hyenas are. Oh man, yeah, both my hungry hyenas are worth 3, and Shenzi's worth 2 because Zazu's out here. All other heroes at Zazu's location at other locations other than Zazu get +1 strength. So Mufasa actually has 7. So I actually have to use all 3 of these cards to get rid of this stick, and Mufasa is just still there with great hair.
It's a great stick.
It's a real clutch stick right there. That was a clutch stick. Okay, and then I'm going to Maleficent is going to get some fate upon.
Oh, darn. Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I'm real sure.
All right.
Yeah. Ever since I hope you got a stick that can mess you up because
No sticks here, but there are more guards, which are
Okay.
the same as before. When performing a vanquish action to defeat guards, at least 2 allies must be used.
Okay.
Or, and you know what? I don't think you need this one. Prince Philip. When Prince Philip is played, you may discard all allies from his location.
Oh. Yeah, let's go ahead and put Prince Philip with the goon just to the right of the
The sinister one.
yes,
My beefy friend.
beef boy. Yeah.
All right. Well, beefy boy is gone.
Bye, beef boy.
My beautiful beefy son.
Can we get some beautiful beefy sons in chat, please? Okay, and then it is your turn now.
Excellent. Well, I am going to go back to the forest where Prince Philip is because you know he's such a pest. And there I am going to gain 3 power and then immediately spend it.
Yep.
I will be using it on dragon form, which allows me to defeat a hero with a strength of 3 or less. And then if you target me with another fate in the next turn, I gain 3 more power. So I'm going to say goodbye to those guards. Goodbye,
Yeah.
guards.
Bye.
Goodbye. And they're going to go away for now.
And I should probably not fate you right now. Or rather,
I
fate should not.
wouldn't
yeah.
recommend it.
Yes. Maleficent's like, I make the story. I
Yes.
decide when fate comes upon me.
And guess what? It's not now.
It sure ain't.
And then that is the end of my turn for now.
Okay. Scar is going to go back to the elephant graveyard because I need 3 power because I need to start building up my army again. I'm going to spend 2 of those power and put a hungry hyena, another one, at Pride Rock. Just still because that stick just killed all of them. And then I think I'm going to discard 1 card. I think that's going to be it, unfortunately. I'd love to do more, but I can't.
What a shame.
Yeah, it's just too bad. Okay.
All right. I am going to go to, I think I'm going to go to the Forbidden. No, I'm going to go to Briar Rose's cottage, where my 1 remaining Cackling Good is, which, by the way, if you've never looked at the art for this card, it's absurd and I love it. You are going to gain, I'm going to gain 2 powers there. Look at that boy. Look at that bulgy-eyed boy. I'm very fond of him.
That's
I am
terrifying and cute at the same time.
Yeah, it's a good aesthetic. I like it. I'm going to gain that 2 power. And then I believe I am going to play my Savage Goon, another beefy friend again.
Savage Goon.
he is going to go where Prince Philip is, which spends all of my power. What a shame. And then I am going to move my cackling goon over with my savage goon. So the goon squad is ready for Prince Philip next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then I am going to discard one card. And that is the end of my turn.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna go. Scar's gonna go over to the savannah now. It's gonna gain a power and then spend the 2 power that I have to put out another hungry hyena. They are just insatiable. They're so hungry all the time. No matter how much we feed them, they just are always hungry. And then I can only pay 1 card. Never mind. And then I can fate can come upon Maleficent again, and you're not going to get 3 power now, right?
I am not going to get 3 power
Okay,
anymore. That time
fate
has
is
passed.
happening.
Very well.
Fate.
Oh no. Oh boy. Well, have you ever thought about not fading me? That's
Nope.
a good choice.
Never come to my mind.
Well, your options here are King Hubert. When King Hubert is played, you may move 1 ally from each adjacent location to his location. Or Aurora. When Aurora is played, reveal the top card of Maleficent's Fate deck. If it is a hero, play it. Otherwise, return it to the top of the deck.
Ooh. Let's go with Aurora.
I take that.
Yeah, let's go with Aurora. Let's put it on the very last spot over there where that curse is.
All right. So when she goes there, my curse is actually discarded.
Yeah.
So you got rid of my curse.
Yeah.
You're the worst person ever. And unfortunately, the top card of my fate deck was in fact another hero. It was King Stefan. My least favorite king.
Let's go back to the Briar Patch Cottage.
This is the worst. 2 kings. No, 1 king, 1 prince, and Aurora.
Oh.
Would you like to move me someplace while King Stefan is out?
Yeah, let's go 1 over to that 3 power spot.
No!
So that you can't go to that 3 power spot. Rough.
Cruel.
Okay. Ooh.
Very well. Oh,
that's for that stick.
I just dropped something. Hold on 1 second.
You have 5 minutes remaining.
Who is that? Thank you, disembodied voice.
I don't know who that was. So strange. Very strange and weird. Well, I guess we have 5 minutes left.
I guess. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, man.
All
okay,
right,
and it is your turn.
Yes, I am going to go to the Forbidden Mountain because it's literally the only place left I can get power. I get 1 measly power.
1.
I am... Oh, this is awful. This is awful.
This is awful.
Can I do? There is nothing I can do other than fate you. So I'm going to do that.
There we go. All right. So we have Simba. So there's Simba. So hyenas cannot have a strength of more than 2. I hate this. And then prophecy is attached to a hero. That hero gains +3 strength. We can go with prophecy.
No,
you did choose prophecy last time, and I feel like it was a mistake. I feel like
Simba loves to be with his dad.
Come on.
So Simba and Nala and Dad are going to have a family outing at Pride Rock.
It's literally the whole family is here. Oh man, that's not good. Because now my hyenas can only be +2. That's tough.
I hope you have a lot of hyenas.
I do, but I need them for other stuff too. I can't keep studying so much. Just try to take out Mufasa. Oh Lord. Okay.
Now it's your turn.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna go to the Elven Graveyard with Scar. I'm gonna grab 3 power. I'm gonna play Stick With Me and You'll Never Go Hungry Again. Choose a hyena who is not at Scar's location. And I may move. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna play that card. I was mistaken that for another card. Never mind. I'm not playing that card. Sorry, Marcus. I'm instead going to spend 2 power and I'm going to play another hungry. I have so many. Another hungry hyena. To Pride Rock, per usual, and then I am going to. I can play one more card. But I don't think I have a card. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, I actually will. I'm sorry, Marcus. Again, I actually will play this card, the stick with me card, because I actually can't use it. So basically, I can choose a hyena who's not at Scar's location. I can perform one action at that hyena's location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this hungry hyena over at the gorge, and I'm going to perform a vanquish action, and I'm finally going to start my succession to the top. So Simba just got here, and right when he got here, I just kicked Mufasa into that stampede.
Oh,
like
no.
Right when he got there. It was unfortunate timing. I really didn't want him to see, but he did.
How movie accurate.
You're right, exactly. So Mufasa is now vanquished. And so now I'm starting my succession pile. I need 15 strength. I now have 6. So that, oh man, okay. But that took so many cards to do. And that is going to be it for me.
All right, I'm going to make this as fast a turn as humanly possible. We are going to the forest, where I am immediately going to get 3 power because I live in fear and I need that power as much as possible. And then I am going to turn around and spend that power. I am going to put out green fire for 3 power at Forbidden Mountain, which does give me a curse out. And then that was something I should have played during your turn, and I forgot. So you are spared, sir. And I believe my turn is over. Oh no, I just dropped something again. Oh no, it's down here. Very weird.
Time is up! Now Maleficent and Scar must count up their power points to see who is the winner.
Thank you, disembodied voice.
Oh, did the voice come?
Yeah, you keep leaving when it comes here. It's crazy.
No, it's very strange.
So someone in the chat pointed out, I actually did mess something up. Mufasa has 7 strength, not 6, because Zazu is here. So I actually couldn't have defeated him last turn. So I messed that up. But
Oofa.
Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. You were right. I did mess that up. So I got 3 total.
Oh, well, I have
so
7, 8, 9 total.
Yeah.
So that makes me the
And
winner.
even if I hadn't done that, I kept all this out, I still would have not figured that. So
that was a rough match.
We both did each other dirty. That was real bad.
Well, I will be back here in just another minute, and so will your brother, actually.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, now
And then I'll be back again after that. And then we'll both be back after that on our own stream. It's confusing.
It's very confusing, but we'll be back in 1 minute for our next round against me and Gaston. Welcome back, friends. It's time for our next round. And now that I've eliminated Scar, it's time for me to take on Gaston.
Gaston is more than willing to remove my obstacles that are in my way between me and Belle. Let us do this.
I believe you are. Oh no, am I going first? I'm going first.
You're going first.
I forgot. All right. So I am going to start by moving to the forest and picking up 3 power. And then let's see what I have in my hand here. Oh, the first thing I am going to do is bring in my good friend, the Raven.
Ooh.
The Raven costs 3 power. Before Maleficent moves, you may move the Raven to any location and perform 1 available action at his location. The Raven cannot perform fate actions. He's not powerful enough for that. I am, though. I am going to place the Raven at the Forbidden Mountain for now.
Okay.
And then I am going to discard. And that will be the end of my turn.
Excellent. I am going to move Gaston to the woods and collect 2 power. And then I am going to spend 2 power to play Temper, which is going to remove one of my many obstacles between me and Belle. So I will remove one obstacle from the tavern, leaving one more there. And then I do believe Maleficent should deal with some fate. That seems like a great way to begin.
How cruel.
Indeed.
So you have 2 cards, one of which I will tell you right now is irrelevant. That is Once Upon a Dream. Discard a curse from a location in Maleficent's realm that has a hero. I have no curses or heroes out.
Blast.
However, your other option is Guards. When performing a vanquish action to defeat guards, at least 2 allies must be used. I'm assuming you're going to want to go with that.
I am going to want to go with that. Absolutely. And
Where would you like to put him?
Oh, goodness. I could put them there with the Raven. Let's go to the second location. from
Briar
the left.
Rose's cottage?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll just take care of those pesky guards in a little bit.
Oh, I believe you will. I am going to end my turn there.
Very well. I am going to start my turn by moving my wonderful raven friend. And my raven is going to go to King Stefan's castle, where he will pluck up some little power in his claws and bring that power back to me, so I gain 1 power from him. And then I am going to go to I'm going to go to the Forbidden Mountains and gain 1 more power. And then I am going to play, let's see here. I'm going to play Sinister Goon. And Sinister Goon gets +1 strength if there are any curses at his location, which there are no curses out in play right now. But he will go to Briar Rose's cottage. Just eye those guards for now. Give them a good, solid glare. And then I will play a fate upon Gaston.
Let's see. Well, we have 2 options. One is It Is You. Replace 1 obstacle in each location, which would put 1 back on the tavern. It's the only obstacle I've removed. But we also have Mrs. Potts and Chip. When played, I can move all heroes or fate items to new locations, of which they would be the only one.
I think I would like to put them out.
Okay, where should they go?
Let's put them in the tavern.
Into the tavern with you, Mrs. Potts.
That
and
seems
Chip.
appropriate for cups and kettles.
That's where Gaston would prefer they go, and I think that's where they should remain. I shall just have to dispatch of them quickly, I think. Is there anything else for you?
There is nothing. I will draw back up to 4. It is now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go to Beast Castle and survey the area and collect 1 power. I can now play up to 2 cards. I am going to play the Mob. Just the Mob for 2 power. They have no additional effect. They are just simply a mob. And I will play them to Beast Castle.
It's a good
And
place for a
then-
mob to be.
Yeah, that's where they're headed always. I will play a second card, and I'll play Take Me instead. So I'll reveal cards from my Fate deck until I find a hero, then play that hero to Beast Castle and remove 1 obstacle. So let's see what hero I get. Nothing yet. I've got Maurice. Maurice will get played to Beast Castle, and then I must find Maurice's invention, which is actually, I didn't think about it. Gaston's not very happy with that. So Maurice's invention will get played with Maurice.
Uh-oh.
Yes, and then all allies in the same location as Maurice's invention lose 1 strength. Darn. Sometimes good plans fall apart. That will be the end of my turn.
Planning really isn't Gaston's strong suit.
Oh,
I'm
no. I
imagining.
just rely on my good looks and strength. It's taken me this far.
All right. I am going to start my turn by moving my little raven friend. And my raven is going to flutter on over to Forbidden Mountain, where we were going to give each other a beautiful bird-to-person high five. He is going to gain 1 power by being a magnificent creature. And I am going to go over to the forest, where I will gain 3 more power by being a magnificent creature. And then I am going to play Dragon form. Dragon form costs 3 power, but allows me to defeat a hero with a strength of 3 or less. And if you target me with a fate action on the next turn, I gain 3 more power.
Oh,
So those guards are going away now.
Dang.
And I'm also going to play Vanish, which costs me nothing. And it allows me to stay at this location for my next turn if I so choose.
Hmm.
And
Wonderful.
then, I can play one more card if I would like. Oh, no, I can't. That's 2 cards. Yes, that's 2 cards. So it is now your turn.
Okay. One thing I forgot was playing Take Me Instead did allow me to remove an obstacle last time. So I
Ah.
removed a second obstacle from the tavern there and forgot to mention that. So I'm going to return to the woods and collect 2 power. And I will spend 1 power to play a card. I will play Swoon. I'm walking through the woods when a couple of ladies walk up, and I have to replace an obstacle, but I can either gain 3 power or draw 3 cards. I will put a
good swoon.
obstacle. That's a pretty good swoon. I'll put 1 obstacle back on the tavern in order to gain 3 power, bringing me up to 4 total. And then I think Maleficent should deal with a couple of fate cards.
Very rude. Extremely rude.
Indeed.
Here's what Maleficent has to deal with. Fauna, who's a hero, when Fauna is played, you may discard Dreamless Sleep from her location. Dreamless Sleep is not out. The other card, Sword of Truth, will not have any effect here. When Sword of Truth is played, attach it to a hero that has no other items. So I'm assuming you want to play Fauna.
I do.
Where would you like to put her?
Oh, let's put her on that second location. I've been enjoying that, the cottage.
Where my little goon is?
Indeed.
All right. Fauna can hang out there.
Yes. And then let's see. I have finished my actions. I will end by discarding some cards. You may go.
Excellent. Because of Vanish, I can stay in this location. My bird, however, is going to go. He's going to go to King Stefan's castle. And while he's over here, he is going to command my sinister goon to vanquish Fauna. Goodbye, Fauna. Goodbye, sinister goon. And then I am going to gain 3 power. Oh, I'm so powerful now. Really, just infinite power. I am going to then play Dreamless Sleep. I'm going to play Dreamless Sleep at the Forbidden Mountain. Heroes at this location then get -2 strength. This card gets discarded if an ally gets played at that location. Actually, I lied. I'm going to play her at Briar Rose's cottage. Sorry, Marcus. I'm a bad person.
Truly villainous you are.
I truly, truly am. And I think after that, I am done. I'm going to discard a card, and then I am done. I will draw back up to 4.
Okay. I'm going to move to Belle's house.
How romantic.
And collect 1 power. I'm going to stop by for a most romantic visit. Then I'm going to play a card. I'm going to play Intimidating. I'm going to Belle's house to be quite intimidating. So Intimidating allows me to reveal cards from the top of my villain deck until I reveal an ally and place that ally into my hand, discarding the rest of the cards that I draw. So not that.
That's a lot of discard.
I know. It's more than... Yes. Oh.
Hold on 1 minute. It seems we might have a...
Oh my goodness. Marisa played Find and play Marisa's invention to Marisa's location. I don't think I'm blocked from Belle's house, to my knowledge. Maurice is at Beast Castle. No worries. Yeah, normally I think Maurice would pop up there. So I've got some wolves allies drawn to my hand. So let's see. I will finish my turn by discarding some cards and drawing. So you may proceed.
Excellent. I am going to begin my turn by my raven flying back to the Forbidden Mountain and gaining 1 power because why not? And then I am going to move to King Stefan's castle. I will also gain 1 more power there. Unfortunately, I don't have a very much I can do right now. So instead, I will just fate you.
Oh, how truly evil.
I
Oh my word. Okay, we have 2 options. We have massaging my feet, which replaces 2 obstacles. I only have 1 that's off currently. And then we also have Beast, my arch nemesis. When Beast is played or moved, move any allies out of Beast's location to any other location. So this would move Maurice and his invention. When Beast is vanquished, remove all obstacles from Beast's castle. Beast is a strength of 6.
Oh, he's a big boy, huh?
Big boy.
Let's play Beast.
Okay. Beast will go to the castle. Where would you like Maurice to move?
Maurice can go to. Let's put him in the woods.
Into the woods with Maurice and his invention. Okay. Ooh, I am quite limited. That hurt.
It looks like it hurt. But now it's your turn.
Oh, how good. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. I will move Gaston to those very woods you move Maurice into and collect 2 power. My top actions are blocked, but I will have Maleficent deal with fate.
Your options are Merryweather. Curses cannot be played at Merryweather's location. The other one, unfortunately, will not help you. It is Sword of Truth once again. Sword of Truth is played attached to a hero that has no other items.
All right, let's do Merryweather, and let's place Merryweather onto the 3rd location,
The
please.
forest.
Yes,
All right.
please.
There she is.
Okay, wonderful. And that is all that I can do.
Excellent. So, my beautiful raven friend is going to move to King Stefan's castle, where he is going to send out 1 of my goons. He is going to send out a savage goon to Merryweather's location, which costs 3 power to activate. But don't you worry, I have plenty. And then I am going to go to Briar Rose's cottage, where I am going to play another sinister goon. This one costs 2 power. That's 2 more power gone. But I also gain 2 from being at that location, so it all evens out. And then I am going to discard, and that will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
That Sinister Goon is going to hang out with Merryweather and his other Sinister Goon pal.
Oh, stacking up those sinister goons. Okay. I do believe I'm going to pay another visit to Belle's house and collect 1 power, which would bring me up to 7. I don't know if 7 is what we have over there, but I have 7 power, and I can play a card. I am going to spend 3 power to play Come Into the Light, which is an effect which will allow me to remove up to 2 obstacles from a single location. So I will remove 2 obstacles from the woods. And clear those woods of any and all obstacles. I've cut it down, made a wonderful path straight to Beast Castle. And then I will be done.
Very well. I am going to move my raven over to the forest, where he is going to gain 3 power. And then I am going to go to King Stefan's castle, where I am going to use both of my goons to vanquish Merryweather. Goodbye, Merryweather.
Goodbye, indeed.
Very sad, very sad. And then I am going to put out another curse. I am going to put out green fire. Where I put out green fire, which is going to be the forest, heroes cannot be played to this. Oh, I'm not putting it in the forest. I'm going to put it in the Forbidden Mountains. Heroes cannot be played at this location. Discard this curse if Maleficent moves to this location.
Oh, okay.
So that is going to Forbidden Mountain. And finally, I am going to fate you. I will fate Gaston.
Oh, no. Okay, I've never seen so many books, which would replace one of my obstacles that I've removed. Or we have Lumiere. When Lumiere is played, I can move a hero to a new location. So Lumiere is another hero, or I've never seen so many books.
What are the top 2 actions that he would cover if I put him in that last spot?
It would cover up a vanquish and a play a card action at Belle's
Oh,
house.
let's do that. That sounds fun.
Oh, I am so limited. Oh dear. This talking candle is quite the pest.
Yes, but now it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I am going to move Gaston back to the woods to collect 2 power, and Maleficent must deal with some fate.
Oh, very well. Your options are, oh no! Your options are guards, once again, when perform a vanquishing action. At least 2 allies must be used. The one you probably want to use, and don't hear from me that I told you this, is discard a curse from a location in Maleficent's realm. Oh, hey, this actually doesn't affect you. That has a hero. There are no heroes left. So you're probably going to want to play guards.
I do want to play guards, and we will play guards to the location with the raven.
Very well, the forest.
And that will be the end of my turn.
All right. So I am going to start the raven by putting him in King Stefan's castle. I am going to go to Briar Rose's cottage, where I gain 2 power. And the bird, by the way, is going to activate a card. Sorry, I should have started with that. The bird is going to activate Cackling Goon at the forest. Cackling Goon gets +1 strength for each hero at his location. I am going to, is there anything else I'd like to do? Let's see. I am also going to play another curse. This means I will have 3 curses out. I am going to play Forest of Thorns to King Stefan's castle. It costs 2 power. Heroes must have a strength of 4 or more to be played at this location. Discard this curse when a hero is played there.
Okay.
And I believe that is the end of my turn. Oh, wow, what's that over there? What is this strange thing?
There are 5 minutes remaining.
What? That was most strange. 5 minutes remaining. Oh my dear, oh my, oh me, oh my.
Very strange.
Very strange indeed. Well, since there's 5 minutes remaining, I ought to take Gaston straight away to the Beast Castle and collect 1 power, bringing me up to 7 total. And then I am going to spend 5 power to play Get Out, and use the Beast's Rage to remove 3 whole obstacles for 5 power. I'll remove both obstacles from Belle's house and the last one from the tavern. Boom. And that will be my turn.
Very well. My raven is going to go to the Forbidden Mountains, where he is going to activate a card. He is going to activate one more Cackling Goon. Cackling Goon gets +1 strength for every hero at his location. And then I am going to go to the Forest of Thorns all the way at the end, where I'm going to collect one more power. I am going to vanquish the guards and farewell to both my Cackling Goons. Goodbye. And then I am going to use my last 3 power to play one more curse.
Oh my gosh.
Green fire. Heroes cannot be played at this location. That is going to be played at the forest. It's discarded if I am moved there. At the beginning of my next turn, if all of these curses are out, then I will have won.
Oh no. Well,
and that's the end of my turn.
Oh, very scary.
Oh, wait, no, it's not. I'm going to fate you.
Oh no. All right. We have the Rose and Saving My Life. So the Rose, you would play the other fate card, the Saving My Life card, and then discard the Rose and pick 2 more fate cards and play one, but it will make me remove an obstacle. Or Saving My Life is replace all obstacles in a single location.
I am going to replace all obstacles in a single location.
Between Belle's house, the tavern, or the woods, which would you like?
Let's do the woods.
All right, the woods is fully obstacled again.
Obstacled, the technical term.
Well, I will go to the woods, gain 2 power, and Maleficent will deal with fate.
Fate time it is. I hope you are lucky.
I'd love it.
You are, in fact, very lucky. One is Sword of Truth, which, once again, will not help you in this instance because there are no heroes out, but the other one is King Stefan. When King Stefan is played, you may move Maleficent to any location. And so one of the curses I have active, if I do go to that location, that curse is removed.
I would love to play King Stefan. We'll play King Stefan to that location.
That is Forbidden
Maleficent
Mountain.
There, and remove that curse. Haha. Wonderful. And that's the end of my turn.
Excellent. All right. I am going to start my turn by moving my Raven over to the forest where he will gain 3 power. And then I am going to move to Briar Rose's cottage. And I am going to gain 2 power. And I think that is it. But oh no! What's that? What's that on the ground? Oh!
Time is up. Now you must, now you must count up your power and see who is the victor.
Oh, who is the victor indeed? I have 4 power. And then my mob costs 2 power. So I have 6 total.
All right. I have 5, 8, 11, 13, 16 power total.
That's a handful more. I do believe Gaston has been defeated.
Vanquished.
Vanquished, I say.
Gaston is. Well, that was quite a close match for a minute there.
Gaston befell some terrible fate right at the end. He was but 1 step away from winning. Oh,
truly, so was Maleficent. But stay tuned. We have 1 more match left with newcomer Ruel. And it's going to be a very good time. Stay tuned.
Very sinister.
Hello. What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Murphy. I was here earlier about an hour ago or so, or 30 minutes ago or something. And I am still playing Scar. And so what I am trying to do is I am trying to create a succession tile of 15 strength. So I have to defeat enemies up to 15 total strength. And then I will ascend to the throne, gain a crown, maybe that one, Maybe that one won by Prince John. It's possible. Probably not.
Come and get it, Nick. Come
I
and
don't-
get it.
Yeah, right.
Friends, my name is Ruel Gabriel. I'm so happy to be here. I am playing Prince John today. My objective is to gain 20 strength or 20 power, and I need that 20 power at the start of my turn, and that will complete my objective. So just a quick shout out to my wife, Michelle, for making the crown.
Dude, shouts out to Michelle. Always crushing it. Crushing it.
Always crushing it. Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle's the best.
She is. I have so we did a random draw for first player, and Nick, you will be first today.
Scar's coming up. All right. I got faded really poorly last game, so I'm gonna hope that doesn't happen. It was real rough. Okay, first thing I'm doing, going to the elephant graveyard. I think I've done that first time every single time I've done this because I get 3 power when I go there. So I've just gotta. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play Bonsai, the hyena, and I'll play Bonsai at the gorge. And Bonsai will allow me to gain powers whenever I discard hyenas. I have 1 power left. I think I will save it. But I am going to discard 1 card, and then it is Prince John's turn.
Okay. I am going to move from Sherwood Forest over to Friar Tuck's Church. That gets me 2 power. 1, 2. And then I can move a card, and I can also play 2 cards. So I'm going to play my first card is going to be the Wolf Archers. I'm going to play the Wolf Archers right there in Friar Tuck's Church, and it costs me 2 power to do so. So I dump those 2 powers. So the Wolf Archers, they're going to allow me to attack or vanquish adjacent spots. And
that makes sense. They're ranged.
Yeah, it's all about the range. And
right.
Let me see. I don't have. You know what? That's the one move. Oh man, I have regrets already. Well, I'm going to end my turn right there, Nick. That's it.
I haven't won a game yet, Ruel, so I'd love it if you just let me win this one.
Okay. I'll take that in consideration.
Yeah, just think about it. Just think about it at least a little bit, right? I'm going to go over to Pride Rock with Scar, which is going to be 2 power. I'm going to put a Hungry Hyena. I'm going to put the Hungry Hyena. I'll put the Hungry Hyena at the Gorge as well. That'll be 2 power. I'm going to spend my last power to play Be Prepared. And this I can discard the top 3 cards of my deck, and then I can choose 1 effect or 2 allies to put into my hand. I don't want any of these, honestly. All right, I'll choose one of these effects. Okay, your turn, Prince.
Okay, thank you, Scar. I'm going to go from Friar Tuck's Church all the way down to the jail. That allows me to gain 3 power. Okay, and then I can play a card, and I may discard cards. I'm going to play. I'm going to play Nutsy. So Nutsy requires me to spend 2 power. Nutsy is going to go into Nottingham. And then I am going to discard 2 cards, and that's the end of my turn. And I draw back up to 4.
All righty. We are going to go to the Savannah, which is going to gain us a power. And then I think Prince John's been a little naughty, so I think a little fate is coming his way.
Oh no!
I feel like a little bit of fate might be coming Prince John's way.
All right, let's see what we have in the fate deck. So we have Little John and Skippy have appeared from the fate deck. Little John, when Little John is played, you may take up to 4 power from Prince John and put it on Little John. When Little John is defeated, the powers return to Prince John. And Skippy is Wolf Archers cannot be used to defeat Skippy. So the one I just placed, I cannot use against Skippy because Skippy is also an archer.
How much power do you have right now?
I just read your mind, Scar. I have 2 power right now.
Let's do Little John because I love that character. So we're gonna put let's put Little John with wherever, I can't remember where you are, but wherever Prince John is right now at the castle.
Prince John. I'm at the jail, the right side.
Yeah, the jail. Put it in the jail. Perfect.
Okay, so Little John's in the jail. Okay.
That's also a little bit farther away from your archers too.
Yep, and then the the 2 power will go on Little John. So unfortunately, I have no power now.
Yeah, that's also the hope. So then I can play a card. I don't know if I will. Well, I'll play another Be Prepared, which is where I can discard 3 cards and then take allies or effects in my hands. Man, I am just not drawing what I need to draw.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll keep this card then. All right.
How many power do you have?
0. I'm also
0.
out.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good to know. Okay. I am gonna go. So with Little John, I need
Discard these
4.
2.
Hmm.
My lord.
Okay. Well, there goes that move. I'm gonna move to. I'm gonna move over to what is this? Sherwood Forest. So I will gain 1 power, and then I can discard. I can play a card, and I can fate. So let's let Scar deal with fate.
Yeah, makes sense. So we have Hakuna Matata. So I can choose a hero with a strength 3 or less from the succession pile and play that hero. I don't have a hero in the succession pile. Or you can move a hero to any location. I also have no hero, so you should definitely play this card. Or we have Sarabi. And so when Sarabi is played, you may discard a hyena from her location. You definitely want to play Hakuna Matata. Great choice, Prince John. So I'm guessing Sarabi.
Well, let's go with Sarabi. I feel like
Okay.
I feel like living it up a little bit. So.
Okay. And then where would you like her to go?
So what is it? I just get to move the hyena anywhere?
You discard a hyena.
Discard a hyena.
So both my hyenas are at the gorge. So I'm guessing you want to put her there.
Yeah.
Yeah, checks out.
And then
okay.
All right. Cool. It's still my turn. So I got my 1 power. I did the fate, and then I can discard and I can play. I'm going to this item can be attached to an ally. Okay, I'm going to play bow and arrows for 1 power. So the bow and arrows, I get to attach that to an ally. I'm going to attach that to Nutsy over there in Nottingham. Nutsy now has bow and arrows. That gives an additional strength to that ally. And for my final part of this action, I am going to discard a card. Yep, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I can defeat Sarabi, but it doesn't help me to because I haven't defeated Mufasa yet, and I can't start my succession pile until I defeat Mufasa.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, okay. So I'm actually gonna go back to the Elephant Graveyard and get 3 power, and I'm gonna play Long Live the King, which is 1 power. Leaves me with 2, and I can reveal the top 4 cards of my fate deck, and I can play 1 hero and discard the rest. I am searching for Mufasa because I can't start my way to the throne without Mufasa. And boom, that's my boy Mufasa.
What? Oh no, already?
Yes, indeed.
Oh.
I think actually I'm going to place him at the gorge with Sarabi because I already have a hyena there, and I need to keep putting hyenas there because Mufasa is very strong. So for my other card, I'm going to play 2 power and play Hungry Hyenas, of which I generally haven't done because hyenas are pack hunters. And then I can discard some cards. I will discard this card. All right, you are up, Prince.
Okay. The Prince, we're going to go back to jail, the jail. So it's going to allow me to gain 3 power. 1, 2, 3. And then I get to play a card and discard cards. Let us play. I'm going to use my 3 power I just gained to play the Rhino Guards right there in jail. So those 3 go away. And then I may discard cards, which I'm going to discard. No, I'm not going to discard a card. I'm done. I'm just going to draw back to 4. That's it. Okay.
All right, we're going back over to Pride Rock, and that's going to give me 2 power, which I'm going to immediately spend to put another Hungry Hyena onto the gorge. And I think that might be it because I have nothing else I can really do. Yep, that's it.
That's it. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna move back to Friar Tuck's church. That gets me 2 power. Tuck. And with Friar Tuck, I am going to go. Yeah. No, I don't want to do that just yet. Okay. Prince John, stop talking to yourself and make a move. I am going to play
the bow and arrows. I have bow and arrows. I'm going to attach that for 1 power. It cost me 1 power. Attach bow and arrows to the wolf archers because archers could always use more bow and arrows.
Yeah, no.
And then let's see, 1, 2, and then I can move things. I am going to move. Ooh. So I could do that. Interesting. I'm going to wait, I think. Yeah, I'm going to wait. That's it. End of my turn.
Okay. I am going to take Scar over to the gorge and take care of this pesky Mufasa. And so my hungry hyenas get +1 strength for each other hyena at their location. There's 3 hyenas, so they're each worth 3 strength. So I can use these 2 hungry hyenas, which is a total of 6 strength, which allows me to defeat Mufasa, which starts my succession pile. And again, I need 15 total strength. I now have 6. And then Bonsai is here and says I gain 1 power for each other hyena discarded from Bonsai's location. So I'm actually going to get 2 power from that because of Bonsai's ability. And then it's time. Prince John has been annoying, just rolling around, sending people to jail. I don't like it. So fate is coming upon Prince John.
Oh, okay. So how many power?
Yes.
How many power do you have right now?
2.
2. Okay. And then the fate deck. Let's see. In the fate deck, we have Alan Adale and Steal from the Rich. So Alan Adale, all other heroes in Prince John's realm get +1 strength. I don't like that. And then Steal from the Rich, take up to 4 power from Prince John and put it on any one hero. When that hero is defeated, the power is returned to Prince John. FYI, I have exactly 1 power right now.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seemed like. Okay, then I'll do Alan Dale then.
Alan Adale, okay.
Yeah, because that seems pretty good. And let's also put Alan Dale at the prison. I'm trying to keep away from those wolf archers because they can shoot to the side.
Cool,
so let's also go to the prison.
Okay. So
and then that is the end of my turn.
All right. So that means Little John right now has a +1. He's at 6 strength. Ooh, okay.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy. I'll tell you that. Okay. So I can do this. Okay. I can discard. Okay. I'm moving back to the jail. So I'm going to get my 3 power for going there. See, the power's in the jail, apparently. And then, yeah, I can play a card. I can discard cards. So I'm going to play 1, 2, 3. How much strength is this? 4, 5, 6. So I need 6. Okay. We're going to play the Set a Trap. And that costs me 1 power. No, it doesn't cost me 1 power. It's an effect. So I may move an ally to any location and perform a vanquish action. So I'm going to move the, who is this? Nutsy next door to the Rhino Guards. So that's going to give the strength 6 +1 with the bow and arrows and then plus another. It's overkill at this point. So Little John has been vanquished.
No. You get
So
all that power back.
Yeah, I got all the power back. I now have 2, 4, 6 power. And again, I'm trying to get to 20.
20.
So
man.
I used Nutsy. I used
taxes.
the
taxes.
Rhino Guards. Yeah, I love all the taxes. Okay. And I used Set a Trap. So that is all gone from my board. And I can still discard. I will discard this one. And I'll draw 2 more. And it is back to you, Nick.
Okay. Man, I'm not sure. I'm going to go to the Elephant Graveyard, get 3 powers. I actually have 5, which is great. I'm going to spend 1 to play Long Live the King, which is where I could draw 4 cards from my Fate deck and put 1 hero into play, which I actually want to do because I need to defeat heroes. So we have Zazu and Simba. I'm going to put... Yeah, I'll do Simba. I don't want to do Zazu because Zazu strengthens everything. Okay. So Simba, hyenas can have a strength of more than 2. So basically, as I start stacking hyenas, they get stronger. But now they can only have a strength of 2. But I think it's going to be worth it to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put I'll put Simba at the savannah.
Okay.
All right, I could play another card. I will play 2 power, and I'm gonna play a stampede card to the gorge.
Ooh, Stampede. Okay.
And then a stampede is going to allow me to, I can move a hero from this location to adjacent location because they're trying to get out of the way of the stampede, which makes sense. And so I'm going to move Bonsai over to the elephant graveyard. And then I am going to end my turn.
Okay. So Bonsai is at the elephant graveyard now, huh?
Yes. Why? Why are you curious?
Just
don't worry about it. Don't worry about my life. You worry about your riches. You can live in harmony.
Okay. Oh, Scar. Let's see. Do I want to put the fate game? Okay, this card came up 1 turn too late, unfortunately. You had 4 power this turn, correct?
I had 5 at the beginning.
You had 5 at the beginning.
Or rather,
but
I had 5 at one point, yeah.
But you have 4 now, right?
I have 2 now.
You have 2 now. Okay. All right. So let me move to I really got to cycle through this deck, I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to move back over to Friar Tuck's Church. That gives me 2 power. And then I am going to let's see, I can play 2 cards. I'm going to play. Oh, darn it. This is the wrong one. Okay. I've got to move. So I've got a movement. I'm going to move the archers over to Nottingham and along with their bow and arrows. And just as a check, I don't have anyone in the jail right now, right? Because I used those to vanquish you earlier on the previous turn.
Yeah, Alan Adale is there.
Alan Adale is
Unless
there.
you also vanquished Alan Adale.
Oh, that's right. I did not vanquish Alan Adale. Okay. So that is Alan Adale is 2. Okay. So I've moved there. And then I'm going to play for 2 power. I'm going to play Intimidation. This is the sheriff. Perform a vanquish action, but do not discard the allies used to. Now, does that one? Do I have to have? Oh no, my bad. I'm looking at the wrong card. So yeah, Intimidation. I perform a vanquish action, and I can do that because the archers are adjacent to the jail, so they're going to take down Alan Adale. And then do not discard the allies used to defeat the hero. So shot my arrows. They've taken Alan Adale, taking care of business. Okay.
Very nice.
Cool. That one, Intimidation goes away. Archers and arrows stay there. And I can play 1 more card. I'm going to play for 1 coin or 1 power, a warrant. This gives me 2 power each time a hero is played to this location. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to place that right here at Friar Tuck's Church. Okay. So that's the end of my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just as a count, I have 7 power right now, I believe. Just to make sure. Okay. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, I am going to go to Pride Rock. I'm going to get 2 power, which takes me up to 4. I'm going to play a Stampede, which is 2 power, to the Savannah. And then I am going to use the ally move action to move Bonsai over to the Savannah as well. And then I can play 1 more card. I'm going to spend my last. No, actually, I'm not going to play another card right now. So that's going to be it.
Okay, and let me make sure. Okay, do that. How many allies do you have in play? You have 3?
3 right now, yes.
Okay, so I wanted to play, I have a condition card. It's Cowardice. So this is during their turn, if another player has 3 or more allies in their realm, you may play Cowardice, play an ally from my hand for free.
Boo.
Yes. So I'm going to play Sir Hiss.
Oh, I loved Sir Hiss as a kid.
Sir Hiss is so fun. Sir Hiss is going to be played for free into Sherwood Forest.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the condition on your turn. Now goes back to my turn. I only have 3 cards because I played that condition. I'm going to move to. Oh, I forgot that one had to go. I'm going to go back to the jail, collect 3. It's all about the taxes, baby.
Yeah.
So I've got 10 power. I'm halfway home, and I can discard or I can draw. I'm going to discard 1, or I can play a card. No, I'm not going to play cards. End of my turn, drawing back up to 4.
Okay. I am going to take Scar over to the Gorge. We're going to perform a Vanquish action. I have 3 power now at the Savannah. I'm sorry, I have 5 power at the Savannah and 85 power to overcome Simba. So Simba is now joining his father in the elephant graveyard, I guess, because it just seems like the place they would go. So now I have 11 of the 15 strength that I need. So I'm getting there.
My gosh.
Those 2 are the 2 strongest heroes. So that's why.
Nice.
Okie dokie. And then it's fate time, baby. It's fate time.
All right.
Let's see what we got.
Where's my here it is. Fate deck. You have either Clever Disguise or Steal from the Rich. So Steal from the Rich, we had one earlier. It's take up to 4 power from Prince John, put it on any one hero, when that hero's defeated. So you don't have any heroes, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, darn. And then you have Clever Disguise, which is when Clever Disguise is played, attach it to a hero. Unfortunately, you don't have any heroes.
So we're doing Steal from the Rich anyway. It's just not going to do anything.
Yeah. Darn it.
Darn. Okay. That's fine. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. So again, just I'm always asking about how much power you have because there's a card that triggers if you have a certain amount of power.
That's what I got.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Still, I'm just poor. I'm not Prince John.
Should probably look into.
I got a lot of hyenas and bones, and that's it. And I can't. No one wants to buy the bones.
Maybe afterwards we can meet up and I'll tell you about my taxation plan.
Yeah, something like that, right? We're both cats, right? You know,
right. There you go. I'm going to go with. I'm going to go back to Friar Tuck's Church. That gains me 2 power up to 12. And then I'm going to play. I'm going to play, let me see. I'm going to play the Golden Arrow. This does not cost me any power. I'm going to attach it to Sir Hiss. And what this does is when the Golden Arrow is played, attach it to an ally. When that ally is used to defeat a hero, I gain 2 power.
Oh, man.
Okay, so that's been attached.
So much money.
I know. I mean, it pays to be the
thing,
prince,
right?
You should look into this prince gig. It's pretty good. And then I can play one more card, and I could also move cards. I'm gonna play for 2 coins, 2 power. I mean, the Wolf Archers. That's another pair of Wolf Archers. They're gonna go to the jail. So I've got archers, a couple of different places here, and actually that's probably not a good move. I'm gonna put the archers. Sorry, I'm gonna put the archers on Friar Tuck's Church. Okay. Got the archers paid. I have a total of 10 power now at the end of my turn. That is it.
Okay.
There are 5 minutes remaining.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, going quick. I have 3 going to the elephant graveyard, getting 3 power. I'm going to spend 1 power to play Long Live the King to reveal the top 4 cards of my fate deck. I need another hero. Okay, we got Nala. Okay. I'm going to play Nala, and I'm going to play Nala at the Savannah. Alrighty. And then I'm going to spend 2 power to put Shenzi the hyena at the Savannah. And when Shenzi is played, I can play another hyena from my hand for free. So I'm going to play the Hungry Hyenas also at the Savannah. And then that is it.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Moving back to the jail, collecting my 3 power. And then I get to discard and I get to play. I'm going to play the Sheriff of Nottingham.
The Sheriff of Nottingham.
That costs me 3 power. And that's going to, before Prince John moves, I may move the Sheriff of Nottingham to any location, gain a power if there are any heroes at that location.
Okay.
And then I can discard, which I will do, discard those 2. And it's the end of my turn. I draw back up to 4.
All right, we're going to the gorge again. And I can vanquish a hero. So I'm going to use a Stampede to vanquish Sarabi here.
Mhm.
And so, boom, that puts me at 14 strength.
What do you need to win? 15?
15, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So why don't we just take our time? Let's chill.
No, right? We're going to go quick.
Nick?
We're going to go quick.
Let's do
I'm
it.
actually, I'm not going to do anything else on my turn.
Okay. Maybe I'll go into super slow motion.
Right,
now.
you're like, well, let's see.
Let me look at my cards. Let's discuss each card in full detail. So just real quick, how much power do you have again? I'm sorry.
2. I keep adding up
okay.
back at 2.
Man. See, I have a card that triggers when you get 6. So
yeah, I keep having a 5 as well. I keep even having 5
not
or 2.
gonna happen. Yeah, not gonna happen, unfortunately. Okay, what I'm gonna do is move over to let's move over to the Sherwood Forest. I gain 1 power, and you will have to deal with fate, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So
figured.
Yeah.
Okay, and I got 1. So 1 is Hakuna Matata. So I can choose a hero with a strength of 3 or less from the succession pile, of which there is 1. Sarabi is in there, and play that hero or move a hero to any location or another Hakuna Matata. So you can choose one of these ones, but you have to choose one of them.
I think I'll take the Hakuna Matata.
Okay, and then where would you like Sarabi to go to?
Let's put Sarabi on the gorge.
Okay. Oh, darn it.
Okay.
Oh,
So
man,
that was a fate. I can play a card. Let us play. Actually, no, I'm not going to play. I'm going to discard that. Yeah, I do have a discard, and that's the end of my turn. Draw back up to 4.
Okay, I'm going to go to the Elephant Graveyard, collect 3 power. And I am going to play for 2 power, Ed the Hyena. I'm going to play at the Gorge. And the cost to play Hyenas to Ed's location is reduced by 1. So for my second card, I'll spend only 1 power to put Hungry Hyenas also at the Gorge. And then that is it.
Nice. Nothing like a good discount, you know?
Yeah, it's always nice.
Always nice. Okay, I am going to go back to jail, collect 3 power, and then that allows me to discard and or play a card. I'm going to play the Rhino Guards for 3 power. We're going to put the Rhino Guards, let's put them on Firetuck's Church. So I've spent my 3, and then I'm going to discard. I will discard 1 card. Okay, and I'm done. I draw back up.
Okay, we're going to the Gorge, and we are going to vanquish. We're going to use the Hungry Hyenas and Shenzi the Hyena from the Savannah to defeat Nala to join her hubby in the succession pile. So now we're back up to 14. I would have won. But no, and we're going to fate you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I realized there's no way I'm winning the tiebreaker because you have so much power. So let's try and get rid of some of it.
So we have Fate has dealt Steal from the Rich again. Take up to 4 power from Prince John, put it on any 1 hero. And then you do have a hero. You get Robin Hood. The amount of power that Prince John gains from each card or actions gained by 1 power. So
yeah, Robin Hood. Put Robin Hood, whatever the first spot is. I can't remember what that one is.
Sherwood Forest.
Sherwood Forest, please. Yes.
Okay, there it is. Cool. Sherwood Forest.
And that is it.
Okay.
Time is up.
No, so close.
No. Woo.
You must now add up your total power, including activated cards, but really, do we have to?
Do we have to? I have 6, Prince John.
I've got
this is
11
no one's beating you like this. I love it. Yeah, I have 6.
6. So, I mean, did we count our cards too? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
That
Thank
6
you.
is including my cards, Ruel.
Okay. I'll just stop at 11 then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Prince John is the winner.
No, I've lost every game.
I've come so close a couple times though. Oh man,
You were right there.
That was
You
a
were
good
right there.
fate because I was
Yeah.
I was gonna move and then move back and I would have won. So that was a
Yeah.
good fate.
That was fortunate. Fortunate
Yeah.
fate came in and helped me
Yeah.
out there. But good GG, and my crown is off to you, my
That's
friend.
right. My hair is
played.
off to you. It's going away, so it'll take a couple years probably, but it's going.
I'll take it. I'll
Tune
gladly take it.
in next week for week 3 of the Disney Villainous Tournament on Gen Con TV, where you will see more of these players in actions. Will Prince John unseat Cruella Deville? Will Scar get his revenge on Maleficent?
Right.
Tune in next week to find out.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.